Okay, so the question is, if you were offered a reparations payment of $500,000, we're just going to boost it up from the original 350 that was asked, tax-free from the government, but it is now illegal to ever speak about your plight ever again, no matter what it is because we want to ingratiate everybody into this question. Would you accept?
I'm not allowed to talk about like the past or like in the future.
You
like,
can't talk.
like
You can't. You can never bring up. So okay. So from a black standpoint, I'm just going to speak from a black standpoint. You can never use the term white privilege ever again. You can never bring up slavery. Matter of fact, slavery will be taken out of the history books. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
off
that.
the internet. It won't be taught in schools.
Nah.
Okay, you won't take the money.
No.
So if that's the scenario, I'm not taking the money. You still got to be able to teach it, but using it as a shield, basically, you can't play the race card.
Yeah.
You can never play the race card ever again.
No, I'm not taking that money.
Can't talk about how your ancestors suffered. If that's the scenario, I'm not taking that. You can't erase the history because then we run the threat of repeating it. Because somebody's gonna be like, oh, it would be a good idea if I could get some people to work for free. No, and they're not even gonna call it slavery. They're just
no. I mean, that's not virtually impossible, but you still would know about it. Everybody
they call them internships now. But if I can get a labor force of interns, then I can make a profit, and these interns are getting experience for the work.
Okay, so there's a lot of illegal things that happen.
Yeah.
In the world behind closed doors. Okay.
Yeah.
So
but
you erase it from the history books, right? But you still educate your kids. Be like, hey, look. Okay, so it's like they talk about in the Jehovah's Witness thing, the Great Tribulation, when the world is going to abolish religion, and so Jehovah's Witnesses in secret are going to have to be talking to each other about the Bible and this, that, and the third. It could still be that to where you still
in public.
Kids. Yeah, in public, it's illegal. 25.
If you mention slavery, you going to jail.
Yep. You mentioned slavery. Yep, you go to jail, and you're donezo.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that.
If that's the case, so we get reparations, $500,000. We getting reparations for the injustices, but we cannot talk about the injustices ever again. Cut the check.
Okay.
I'm taking the money. I can still teach my kids how to operate.
Yep. You just better hope they
don't. Talk about it, and we but this is the thing. We already do that for free.
Yeah. Why not get paid
for it? To a certain extent, we do that for free because it's too many. Like a lot of my white friends just found out about Juneteenth last week. Mm-hmm. They didn't know what it was. A lot of black people just found out about Juneteenth. Mm-hmm. They didn't know what it was. So this celebration has been going on for centuries, and nobody knew what it was because they was talking about it in secret. We was doing that for free. So I'll take $500,000 to do what a lot of people have already been doing. Yeah. Yep.
I agree.
Taking the money.
I agree. That was gonna be my answer.
Oh, damn. My bad.
You might as well get the bread for it. You might as well. We're a bunch of Aunt Jemimas now, Dibs.
Right.
Aunt Jemimas. Chris, what you got to say? He want to call us Aunt Jemima. He do.
I'm not.
Wow.
Y'all trying to get me canceled,
bro. Chris,
that was a fire question. Chris is already canceled for everything that he said today.
Chris, yeah. You about to rethink your position on this, aren't you?
No.
He's standing by it. He ain't selling out. Black Lives Matter.
I'm not.
I can't call it selling out.
It is selling out. Oh, I'm gonna give you money for your silence. That's exactly what the fuck you doing. I'm gonna give you money for your silence. You're selling out.
I can't call it full blown selling out because let's say you have the person that doesn't even speak on that type of stuff anyway, outwardly that much.
All right, then cool. But you speak out, but you're not that person because you got a whole podcast talking about it. So
if
you
we ain't had
money,
bro, if we ain't had look, okay, let me ask you. If we ain't had this podcast, do you think I would have been saying that on social? I'd barely post on social media anyway. You think I would have been saying something about it?
Yep. Because in conversation, you speak on it. When it comes up in conversation, you have how this podcast got started because of conversation we didn't have. You won't be able to say it, period.
I'm taking the money. I would be in jail, but I'm taking the money.
I would say that too. I don't know how long I would last. I don't know how long I would. I mean, I'll probably last a while. I'll spend that bread. I'm telling you, my family will be hooked up. But I'm
gonna enjoy that 500.
Yep.
You know what? We'll just call it. You know what? I probably, if I do take it, I just
follow. Hey, hold on, bro. Wait.
Listen. Let me finish. If I do take it, I'll just call it something else.
You can't do that.
What you mean?
Okay, so
I'm not gonna mention slavery.
They
remember that time when you
they didn't put
I did that one thing to us. It's still remnants of that today. You know what I'm talking about.
One thing. Remember that time they tried to feed us rice? we didn't like that. They was feeding us rice for 400 years, and we had to rise up and say we ain't gonna eat this rice no more.
No, all right. We ate the white rice inside, and some of the brown rice we ate outside.
Dude, look, but I could see them having some type of stipulation if reparations were to go through. It's because you don't think. Hold on, the guy working on my AC is white. You don't think white people feel uncomfortable when we bring it up for free?
Definitely.
So if they gotta break us off some type of money, they're gonna be like, all right, you will never, because them pay. Look, they already think.
You know what? This is the question. You should go into a right wing.
They already think that the debt is paid off. They already believe that, and we haven't been given a dime for it. So best believe if they're gonna break us off 500 bands, they're gonna want us to shut up. Just by them giving us 500
that's why I say
bands.
your white privilege argument. That like you can never talk about white privilege again because now it's equitable. We paid for that.
Yep.
And if you blow 500 bands, hey,
straight up. And even if that didn't become a law, because obviously this is just a far-fetched hypothetical scenario.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't become a law, we still would catch a lot more flack for bringing up white privilege and slavery. We would catch way more flack.
Bro, do you know how that conversation would go? I would be mad.
Yeah.
I would be mad if somebody was like, yeah, the white man keeping us down. Like, you have $500,000 in your account today.
They lifted you up quite a bit. It's past due. Don't get me wrong. Look,
500,000 just for being black.
In all seriousness, though, I wish that this never was the case, to where we would have to be given reparations. It's terrible that this is even a topic.
In the ideal world,
but I will happily accept that $500,000, bro. Like Daryl said, I don't know how long I would last, but I will happily accept.
We got a would you rather question from Do It for the Vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Would you rather lose the ability to read or lose the ability to speak?
You already know what's going on.
Floyd got away with not being able to read, bro. I don't need to read. I'll learn how to fight.
Well, Floyd Mayweather.
Yep.
Oh my goodness!
What's that 50? It was like if you could read a whole page of Harry Potter, I'd give you $50,000.
Yeah.
Hey, look here. Our ancestors got by without reading. It was they don't know how to read and write.
Secretly, I think they all could read and write.
No, certain people was teaching them.
They knew they was gonna get fucked up.
Yep. You imagine coming to a stop sign and stop, and they go, "How you know to stop?"
Was that a joke? It was like
it is.
No, I read that somewhere. That's a true story. Is that a joke somewhere? I read that.
No, I'll be right.
Was that D.L. Hughley did one in his set? He was like,
yeah, that's what it was.
He said, D.L. Hughley said, he was like, hey, Silas, what do you think about this line in the Constitution here? And he was like, I don't know why you're asking me, master. You say right there, I'm only 3/5 a man. He was like, what? Silas, can you read?
F him up and down the street.
You know me. I got, you know me. That's a given for me. You already know what I'm about to say. Like, I don't read that much anyway, so I don't really care. It's like, no.
Chris need to talk, though.
I say things that people don't want to say.
That's wild. Like, because I read a lot. Like, but I read to tell people what I learned about. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it'd be difficult for me to operate.
Better learn that sign language.
Hey, legit, it would be too. Like, cause you know how much research I got to do before I go do my Christmas corner or whatever. If like I don't say something stupid. Like, if I'm arguing with people, I want to know what I'm talking about before I go in there and just start. Well, I seen this meme. You will never hear me say I seen this meme and use that as facts. Nah, bro, I'm gonna go look.
That's happening a lot.
Hey,
that is reading.
That means be fired though.
But most people, you notice, most people who say that about the memes are the same people who blame the media for everything. The two are mutually exclusive. I ain't
blaming the media about nothing, but I will say memes are fire though. They get me through the day.
Memes are fire. They get straight to the point.
Memes are facts. Memes ain't always facts.
Shoot,
but they be fire.
Gonna be facts.
You just needed to be catchy. If enough people believe you,
oh yeah, definitely.
Then
I'm not gonna make a false one and start it and see if it go viral.
Shoot, you can edit a whole Wikipedia page, put that out there. That's not a meme.
They down. Wikipedia clap down on that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they be the. You can but
some of that
shit.
stuff be hilarious. Like they put one where like after the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the Toronto Raptors in the playoffs, they said LeBron James, owner of the Toronto Raptors, because he be sweeping them niggas, dog. And that was just recently. But that was like 2 years ago. But
they allow it for a minute, and they go back and fact check that and change it.
They just let it sit there for a little bit. Like, all right, that was cool.
You gotta let the people have it for a
week. Yeah.
Man.
All right, what's the next question?
All right, so we got another would you rather. Would you rather have one get out of jail free card or a key that opens any door?
Key that opens every door.
Key that opens any door.
Because I ain't never been to jail and I got no.
Or you can just open the cell with the key.
What do you mean? That's true.
Let's go.
No. But
that make too much sense.
No. But that could work against you is because you're breaking out of jail, so they can put you back in it.
And I still got my keys, so I'm gonna walk right back out.
Yeah, but look. You think they ain't gonna take the keys off you?
Nah.
Your key and lock
cops just let you go in the prison with contraband.
Shove it up there, nice and tight.
Jesus, man. That makes no sense. That's just been debunked, bro. Just give me the key is because I got no plans to go to jail. Now, I would take the get out of jail free card though, because if I get my reparation money and I start speaking about slavery again,
what would you use the key for then?
Nothing. I would just have them. Who cares?
What's the point?
Chris, look, I get a phone call. Kyle, man, I got locked out of my house. I got you, bro.
I do that a lot.
There you go. I got you, bro. I'm at the crib unlocking your door for you.
I locked myself out of my house 4 times this year already. So
Jesus Christ, bro. See, that would be very useful. Just give me the keys.
I had to call Schultz to come with his ladder twice, and the other time my landlord had to come and open it up for me.
Shoot, I didn't do that. I had to cut the screen out the window on my.
I leave my patio door open, like whatever. You got to climb up here to get it anyway. So anybody that's not me with a ladder, you go.
Get the ladder off the back.
That's definitely getting edited out.
I don't care. I have nothing of worth in my house. It's my Xbox and my TV.
So you sitting there with your kid and somebody crawl up in there and just nab your kid.
They gonna get stabbed in the neck. You think I'm not gonna hear somebody coming up my patio?
I don't think I'd want to give anybody the opportunity to.
People don't know where I live either, so I don't care.
Yeah, that was interesting. One free crime, like one time to commit a crime, you get out of jail, or you just got a
I didn't
life
think of it like that.
Yeah, I get out of jail free I commit one crime. Like I go rob the treasury for all the reparations money. And then use my get out of jail free card to live my life.
But this is the thing. What if you don't? I mean, they shooting niggas, bro. You might not even make it to the jail.
You said I ain't making it to the jail. Huh?
No, bro.
Fight you with it. I'm low key. Now that I've thought of it that way, because I'm like, get out of jail free. Like, like you in jail, but you just get out. Like, all right, like I'm not just open the door and walk out. I'm taking the get out of jail free card. I'm taking the get out of jail free card because I got some people who I ain't just nothing.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I'm going to jail.
That's what it is. It's the purge.
Well, yeah. So this is the thing. Like, the thing is, I'm going to jail, right? That means I can commit as many crimes as I want before I get there.
They all got to be connected. They all got to be connected. Like murder and robbing at the same time. So you don't get tried.
It's just till you get caught.
Yeah, it's just till you get caught.
It's just till you get caught. So I'm committing all these crimes. I could rob a bank. I could kill somebody. I could hack into the U.S., deposit all the funds into my account. I could commit treason. I could give Russia the codes to the satellites or whatever. And I'm going to jail. I'd have made all this money, and then I hand them my card and say,
I wouldn't think you'd be able to keep that money though. I would think that they would take it back. If I
got cash?
They gotta find it first.
Right.
What do you mean?
I'm gone.
You think they can't find where that money was deposited into? So there's
I got out of jail free.
You get out of jail free, but that doesn't mean that the crime sticks. The crime free crime. Free crime. So the crime is free. Where if you commit the crime, then like murder, I can see you getting away with that because murder you can't take somebody dead. We ain't got Dragon Balls lying around the crib. But if you steal money, you're saying that the government would be like, well, he got $1 trillion out of us. We just caught us slipping. We just gotta let him keep it. He's out of jail. Now, if that's the case, then I guess you know what I'm saying. But I think it'll make it a little bit more difficult if because it wouldn't be worth doing.
I'm making it worth doing it. If I'm doing it, it's gonna be worth me doing it. I'm keeping the money.
I would do it if it came to dollars and cents. But I would spend that money. If I couldn't keep the money, I would spend that money fast as hell, though. I'm telling you, I'd be going on trips. That's what I'd be doing. I might not buy, an intangible, but I would definitely be going on some trips.
Would you rather spend the rest of your life with a sailboat as your home or an RV as your home?
RV. I don't fuck with water like that. I don't do it. I can't.
Give me the RV.
Nope. I like my feet on solid ground. I can swim good enough to save my life, depending on how far out I am. Other than that, nah, I'm good.
On the set,
plus, low-key, them RVs be dope. You get some dope ass RVs out there.
The maintenance on a RV is probably cheaper than a boat too.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it's probably easier too. You can just like tow it instead of having like a boat tow where you gotta come. Yeah, it definitely is cheaper.
Yeah, like I can't like I think the choice is obvious for me because I'm allergic to seafood, so I would surely die out on the open water. Like
don't get stuck, nigga.
It would be over for me real quick. So I got to take the RV. Let me see here. Moving on to the next one.
Plus, I think that's the more logical choice for Black people.
The RV.
Black people can swim. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we can't swim, but I think it's just the more logical choice that more Black people prefer land than water.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we kind of this next question we kind of asked in the group, and we got a lot of feedback. It's like a future or past question. It's been refined. So, would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know now everything your future self will learn?
Take me back to age 5. I'll be rich.
Yeah, take it back to age 5.
As fuck.
Yeah.
But wait, I've thought about this before. It's like if I could just memorize, I'll be thinking about some weird shit.
I think we all have. I think everybody has thought this question.
If that does happen, I need to memorize the lottery numbers. He sounds like when it does.
There's more of an advantage to going back to 5 and knowing what you know now.
Right.
There's way more of an advantage. You start your life all over again. You can right pretty much all your wrongs.
Bro,
and
you can set. You know how much power you have. You can like legit set
hold on.
To change all this. Yo.
Are you going? That's the thing. Hold on. Are you going back in time, or are you just Benjamin Buttoning this shit and going back to 5?
What?
I mean, this is your question. No, if you Benjamin Button it, then that's bad.
Yeah, but no, you going back to the age of 5.
We'd be dead in 30 years. I thought we were talking about we're going back to 1993, 1994.
Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, if we're going back to the 90s, then yeah, why not?
If you just having Benjamin Button syndrome, that don't make sense because your physical features are changing. That's it, not your knowledge.
No, you gotta.
That don't make sense.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right. Okay,
you're still the same age.
I overthought that.
Yeah. So yeah, you go back. I would rather be 5 with all this knowledge because but at the same time, the good stuff that you've done.
I don't care about that no more.
One minor little deviation could change all of that.
Cool. I'm fine with it.
You not showing up to a place can make you, you know what I'm saying? You can end up losing your life.
That's the risk you take because you're going to be a billionaire by 10.
Yep.
Do you realize we grew up in the internet age? Like Yahoo, Google were all invented while we were in school.
Whatever happened to Ask Jeeves, man? That was the next best thing. Like,
bruh.
That literally disappeared.
I remember we used to get the internet CDs in the mail, get 150 hours AOL for free.
The free trials, the 7 free days, our disc ran out.
Bad boys used to come like once a week, like, oh yeah, we got new internet. Or
remember PlayStation used to send you demos in the mail?
I was never. Oh yeah, I remember that.
PlayStation used to send games through the mail, bro, to try them out before they came out.
I didn't get my first gaming console until PlayStation 2 came out, and then that's when I got a Sega Genesis.
Dang, you was held back.
Jesus.
That's probably why I'm so like addicted to my video games now, because my mom was like, I don't want you in front of that TV. So when I finally bought me my Xbox, man, that's.
Bro, and then to know what game, like you knew how to beat all the games. You would have started the first gamer YouTube channel in high school.
You would have been Chris Smooth before Chris
Bro,
Smooth.
you would be like, it's so much information you could take back.
Bro, my life would be different. I would have 2 degrees by now.
You'd be the first trillionaire. You wouldn't need a degree. You could buy the school with the information that you know now.
I'd be a songwriter because all the songs I memorized. I'd be like, hey, Lil Wayne, I got something for you, bro. We just need
a milli.
I'd put Drake on. I'd come up with Facebook. There's just so much.
I just go find 3 random white boys and be like, I got a song for you. It goes, bop. Dit dot ba bop bit bop ba bop bit dot dot.
You'd go down in history as the coldest nigga that ever lived. Even better than Jesus Christ. They'd be like, who the top 5 niggas that ever lived? Chris Jones.
Chris. CJ.
Abraham Lincoln. Like that's the order that it will go.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, dude. That's the order that it will go. You can't fight that.
Oh shit!
It'd be funny though, because like what you think a 5-year-old you just sitting in kindergarten, like
these dumb niggas sitting around me, bro. These niggas is dumb. They don't even know the fire I'm about to drop on them in 5 years.
What's his name? Rob or Al Gore? Like, hey, Al, this internet idea you got. Run with it, bro.
Yep.
Like, let me in on that. Let me tell you a little something.
They're gonna kick us off of Al Gore's internet for this.
Donald Trump, I'm gonna pull a Michael Jackson on Donald Trump. He touched me.
Excuse me.
So you would have got touched for nothing because he getting away with touching people
no,
already.
he wouldn't. No, he getting away with it now because you got to take him out early. You got to take him out.
Nah,
early.
he got too much money.
He taking you out, bro.
Yep.
You gone.
Yeah,
you out of here. You wasted your whole ability.
Listen, I am not just gonna let some dude touch my pee just to get him.
It's over for you.
Let him touch me. I was gonna say he did it. Michael Jackson ain't do that.
Bro, it's gonna be over for you.
You gonna Me Too that nigga?
Yep.
You foul, bro. I can't Me Too somebody.
Listen, sometimes if you know what the future holds, you got to do some things for the greater good.
Nobody got Me Too'd in the 90s.
Yeah, they did.
That's when all the Me Too'ing was going on.
Certain people got Me. That's true.
Okay, Michael Jackson got Me Too'd. I personally think Michael Jackson got Me Too'd, but he kind of did that to himself.
He beat it though.
He did that to himself.
Watch the pun.
He did that to himself though, man. I ain't inviting no little kids over to my crib.
Bro,
we ain't playing.
Want to play with my giraffe?
Michael was just like
how long his neck is.
Like up in the tree. I like that little boy.
Bro,
I like him.
He did that to himself.
No, Mike was misunderstood. Mike was misunderstood. You think you got a kid who he didn't have a childhood. Look at the way he was raised. Mike didn't have a childhood. Like,
okay, get a Sega Genesis or something. Play video games.
He did. He had a Sega Genesis. He had a amusement park. He had a cotton candy machine. He had Jesus juice. He had everything.
There's
he had a monkey that was his best friend.
Bubbles.
There was a lot of kids that were famous that don't have a regular, quote unquote, regular childhood.
That's not, dude. You can't even do that because that's not necessarily fair. Because not everybody turns out to be Raven Simone. Some people turn out to be Macaulay Culkin. Like that's not. You can't judge everybody's experience is the same.
Okay, not everybody's experience the same. But my thought process is I wasn't able to do this, that, and the third between the ages of 5 and 15. So I'm 38 now. I'm gonna do all that stuff since I have the means to, but I'm gonna have a bunch of other kids come up and do it with me.
Because
you're just putting yourself in.
Michael Jackson never grew up with a sense of normalcy. That boy was a superstar from the age of like 5.
And would you call it, Daryl?
It's a trick bag. Can't put yourself in the trick bag like that. He was a grown man.
Yeah, he did that to himself. He is
a grown man.
I'm not defending. I'm just saying he's misunderstood. Like the reasons why I understood why he did it, but I mean, yeah, it's weird. Hell yeah, it's weird. I understand why he did it too.
My understanding, and this is no disrespect to Michael Jackson, nigga, you stupid. You are stupid. I love you to death. But that's just a stupid
Michael
move.
was loved. Michael was loved by everybody. So
I love Michael Jackson. Look, I love Michael Jackson too. But if I'm a parent, I'm not gonna be like, hey, little John, go ahead, go to Michael Jackson's house with his soft voice and his giraffes and pet monkeys and trains, toy trains riding around everywhere. No, I'm not sending my kid over to no man's house by themselves. Yeah, it ain't happening.
But I mean, a lot of them parents did that so they can sue him and get money, which they got.
It's stupid. It's a stupid thing on Michael Jackson's part, but it's
Michael was
bad,
pure.
It's bad
Michael's heart
parenting.
Was pure.
Right, but it's bad parenting. Bad parenting and greed drove these parents to do that type of stuff.
Well, yeah,
I blame the
always
parents
take
more
advantage
than
of you. If you're pure of heart, you always leave yourself to be taken advantage of. That's why I'm an asshole.
No, Chris, I think
embarrassing.
Yeah. Wait, so what?
Oh, I was just saying we got an embarrassing people trying to make us look like fools.
Why?
Sammy wants to know if we rather be forced to dance every time you heard music, or be forced to sing along to any song you heard.
I refuse to battle dance or dance ever again in life. So
don't bring that up, bro. Don't bring
I would just sing. I do that anyway. So
if you know, you know.
I'm about to say, we're not supposed to be talking about that, man, but you bringing it up.
I didn't bring it up. I just said I'm just not gonna battle. I've gotten in multiple battle dances. Some at the hub, some other places.
But there's one battle dance that
shut up, Colin.
The rest.
That's in the vault, and that stays there.
It's above the rest.
We were ready before this podcast got started. We already established that we would never speak on that publicly.
I think that'll be a good story for like episode 25.
No, the fuck is not. See, I'm sorry, Mom. See, yo.
25. Find out what we're talking about, dog. That's gonna keep people engaged.
I'm singing like a bird, bro.
No.
Singing. I'm taking it there.
Episode 25 will be my last episode.
Go out with a bang, Chris, with a dance battle. That's what we got to do.
Chris Jones is canceled, and this will be his last episode.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I think we all about to be canceled after this whole reparations question.
That's fine. That's fine. Right. I don't want to do this anymore anyway.
It was a good run, 7 episodes. I'm taking my 500 G's and go do something productive with it.
Oh, no, wait, Colin, what did you say? You singing or no? Are you dancing?
I'll probably sing.
Yeah, I'd rather you dance. I don't want to hear you sing.
I don't want to hear myself sing either, but, I can't just get out here and start jitting.
I mean, you could do nothing. I'm not even going to go there.
Huh?
You want to tell me to do the worm or something?
No.
Oh.
I know a lot of songs, too. It's so I think my skills would be on point, and I would just get better as it went along. Like and dancing, that's too much of an activity. I would sweat through all my clothes.
Yep. We're getting too
old. If I'm just singing the song, that's cool. I can do that.
I would just be playing all our greatest hits.
Right.
So, at some point, they're going to catch on, and people going to be like, hold on, what's that song? She eyeing me. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Throw that on the radio.
We was at our time, bro. We really could have wrote half the music that's out today. Yeah, we was pioneers.
I was listening to No Kids the other day.
You got to put that in the Dropbox or something. I haven't heard that song in forever.
I got it on when I found a USB drive full of old music.
Oh yeah.
It was on there.
Yeah. Drop that in the Dropbox so we can download it and have fun with it. That's all the questions though. So that's all the questions. And if y'all want to submit y'all questions, you can go to umbrellapodcast.com, scroll to the bottom, check out old episodes, and submit your questions and topics that you want us to talk about. Colin, do we have anything else on the docket for this week?
I really want to hear people's opinion on whether or not, or answer on whether or not they would accept the reparations. That's what I want to know more than anything.
Yeah. Okay. So go to our Facebook page, The Umbrella Podcast. Search The Umbrella Podcast on Facebook. Like the page, join the group, and you will be able to become part of the discussion where we are wildly inappropriate in the group. So go ahead and answer those questions. That's how you can join the conversation. You got anything, Chris? Anything you want everybody to know?
Black Lives Matter, and I think I'm gonna say it for the second time this week. Arrested the cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
All right. So that'll be it.